still to come this season. Please subscribe and join us on the journey. Now let's get back to our destination. Going whale watching has been a bucket list item for Becca for many years. I too was excited for the adventure. So, taking front row seats for the extra legroom, we settled in for the ride.
Got a sea lion, it looks like. Sitting out of the green buoy. Gonna go down the right-hand side of the boat. Looks like a sea lion on
it. So the way that whale watching works is that not only are the staff on board keeping a lookout, but it's also the job of every person on board to search for the signs of life out there. Becca took this mission serious, as she planned to be the first person to find us a whale. Sadly, neither she nor anyone else on board got to yell, "There she blows!" In fact, after a long time on the water, the crew received a lucky tip from another ship of a whale sighting that required us to go all the way up into Canadian waters.
This is a whale known to us as T87, or Harbison, and he's actually one of the oldest known killer whales on the west coast, at an estimated 59 years old.
While it was awesome that we were able to come across a whale, it wasn't like he came right up next to the boat. He was quite a distance away, and the water was filled with other ships trying to give their passengers a look as well. Zooming in on our footage, you can just barely catch a glimpse of his fin coming out of the water. Zooming in this much, though, makes it look like aging footage of old Nessie in Loch Ness. The whale would surface periodically and then go down for a deep dive and leave us scanning the water for where he would surface again. After about 20 minutes of this and a few sightings, it was time for the captain to get us back to port.
Alright, what a treat getting to spend some time with one of our oldest and most iconic transient killer whales in the population. As Captain Brian was saying, we are going to start going away now.
With us heading back, the staff began serving lunch. We had turkey sandwiches, which we had pre-purchased with our tickets.
And see, I'm dry.
Well, now. Oh, you mean like...
On the right-hand side, we've got more rain. More rain. Sorry. And if you were worried about me, I am warm and dry in the wheelhouse here.
As is the weather in Washington, the rain came and went, so I took the time to enjoy the ride and the fresh air.
booking right now.
Like, it looks really freaking windy out there.
No, it definitely was. And I was like fine where I was and everything, but like it was really hard to breathe, like looking straight forward. So I kept looking inside, and all of a sudden I didn't even hear the person come up and they're like, "Can I get by?" I'm like, "Oh, sorry." And then I stepped up and it's just
The journey was both long and short at the same time, because before we knew it, it was all over.
Captain Brian up here in the wheelhouse one last time. Welcome back. Oh, what a day out there today. We got a little everything in terms of weather. Beautiful up where we were watching that whale harvesting. It's so cool to get to see that old guy. And how about a hand for that crew downstairs?
It's true, the staff and crew did a wonderful job of keeping us entertained and taken care of. I imagine it's easy to keep passengers happy when there are 20 whales around the boat surfacing, but it shows how well this crew performed when we almost didn't have any whale sightings at all, and they still kept us happy. Thankfully, all the ships in the area worked together to let others know of any sightings, because even though they are competing companies, when one of them wins, they all win.
Alright, one last thing. If you are outside, I got a honk of horn. Let them know I'm coming in here. It's a loud one. Watch your ears out there.
I was expecting way worse than that. The whale wasn't up. Like, we had got up there and he dived down for a little bit and everyone was kind of looking for him. And I just happened to look down and see this big orange jellyfish just bloop, bloop right past the boat. And I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah, sounds like we were lucky.
Yeah.
It could have been no whales.
Yeah, I know. When we were walking off, he was like, that was the one whale reported in the entire region. And I'm just like, wow, yeah, it is pretty lucky we saw a whale then. That was worth it, because then we get to have our fancy little mugs.
Hot drinks for life.
We'll have to make sure we keep those for if we do move out here, then we'll be able to get drinks.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're coming back. I gotta see more whales than that.
Right. I don't know if I would get the sandwich again. It was just kind of
Yeah. Well, and if you can bring your own food and stuff,
Yeah.
you know, just
Yeah.
it was
Pack your
fun
own
to
lunch
like
and bring
do
it.
it the first time, get the whole experience of like, oh, you get food and
Yeah.
drink and blah blah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna recommend the mug thing because the hot chocolate was decent enough and the cider was pretty good.
Mhm. I didn't try the coffee, but it was fun. You get a little souvenir out of it.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll be doing that again.
Yeah.